What's up, guys? Hope everybody has been having a great day. Happy to be back here with episode 5, part 2 of my golf vlog series. First and foremost, I want to thank everyone for helping us get to 10,000 subscribers. That's an absolutely insane number to me, and it makes me very happy to see how much you guys are enjoying the channel. And as long as you guys keep wanting more videos, I will keep making more. So with that being said, let's get into it. So, kind of bled that first drive out right a bit. Not my best start, but still have a pretty gettable shot here to make birdie on this hole. And I really liked this shot, and it landed right between the bunker and the green, and probably another 3 yards and it would have been about 3 feet away. So not the best shot. Have about 10 yards left here, a little bit of a bump and run with the 60-degree wedge. I had a pretty good feel for these greens, as I have already played 9 holes in this course, and I'll put a link to check that out if you guys want to check that out first. So that was a pretty good shot there. Left myself just a little tap in for par. So a good way to get started, a nice little 4. And in hole 2, even par. Just a little 365-yard hole. Hitting a little 4-iron here. And bled this one out to the right a little bit. Not a terrible shot, but lost a little bit. And as you guys can see, there is already starting to be some wind. So that was something I already had to contend with. And here I actually forgot to record, so you'll see I actually have a divot there from my real first shot. I just hit another second shot just to fill in the gap there. And you'll see that my second shot is the one closest there. My first shot's right there, furthest away. It landed right in the bank and just got on the green. Definitely would have been nice to get to play that second shot. But, so I got about 15 feet left up the hill. Very makeable birdie. Just trying to stay within myself and make a good stroke. Made an okay stroke, just didn't read the putt properly. I'm not super angry at that, because first things first for me is making a good stroke, because obviously I'm not the PGA Tour level, so my expectations, especially around the green, are a little different. I know I'm not going to be making everything, so just trying to make good strokes and do what I can from there. So hole 3, still even par, 380 yards. Pull this one just a little bit, but the wind actually helped me out here. It was coming off the back a little bit left to right, so pulled it back into the fairway. And this is where the round starts getting interesting. So you'll notice the camera's a little foggy because the rain started coming. So I apologize for that. I did my best while it was raining to keep the camera rolling in the best version it could, and also to keep the TrackMan going. So, but the show must go on, even when it's raining. So, got about 8 feet left for birdie here. Hit a great putt. I really hit a good putt, just misread it again. So, the last 2 holes didn't make putts, but they weren't bad putts. I always try to judge the quality of my misses. And on to hole 4, still even, par 5, 500 yards. And rain is really starting to pick up a bit here now. Hit an okay drive, but I pulled it a bit. Sorry for no TrackMan numbers there. I couldn't get it out there because of the rain, because TrackMan does not like water. So I had to be careful there. So now I have about 202 yards left with an 8-iron. Hit it a little bit through the fairway. The pin is just left of that cart path, so I'm just trying to hook it over and around the trees. Hit a pretty good shot here. I didn't expect to get to the green, and I didn't, because it was uphill and a pretty wet lie. So you don't really get the ability to hit it very far out of that. And you can see the water coming out of the grass when I hit these shots. I mean, it was really pouring. I did a little bit of work on the audio to make sure it wasn't super loud with the rain and the wind, but it was pretty bad. But it was also a lot of fun. So it's definitely conditions you need to be able to play well in if you want to be a good golfer. So I got about 8 to 10 feet left here for birdie. An absolutely beautiful putt. Really rolling the rock well right now. So 1 under on this side, and I did shoot 3 under on the front. Well, I guess this is the front. I did start on the back, so for me it was the front. And I shot 3 under there and 1 under on this side, so off to a great start on this side. And really good shot here. At this point it was really into the teeth and getting pretty nasty. So as you can see, I started choking down, quite frankly just trying to do damage control and get the ball on the ground as soon as possible so that I can have as much control over where the ball's going as I can. Wind died a little bit, which made this shot a little bit easier. Hit a pretty good shot here. Ran a little bit further than I wanted to. but I was really just grinding at this point, just trying to keep the score pretty good, because it was definitely getting tougher out there. So I got about 8 feet left for par. Just trying to roll it in here. Not a good stroke at all. Pretty stark contrast between my previous few holes when it came to my putting. That was probably a perfect read too, just a really bad stroke, so it caused me to drop a shot there. So giving a shot right back, like you guys always see me do. So, and here was just, 296 yard carry on a 204.5 ball speed. I think that says about all it needs to be said right there. It was a challenge all day, but it was a lot of fun. So about a 46 degree wedge here. Pins in the front right. Still in pretty good position, even though that ball went nowhere. Trying to keep it under the wind as much as I can. And this was going right at the pin, just a bit right of it maybe. Hit a really good shot here. Put myself in great position. Got about 15 feet left for birdie here, just off the green. Just trying to make a smooth stroke and get another shot back. Made a good stroke. I really did. And just stayed out. So that's going to happen. Just got to keep plugging along, keep making good strokes, and just trust eventually the putts are going to start falling. So hole 7, par 3, 180 yards, and I'm going to turn the volume up here so you can get a little bit of that compression sound with the iron. So here we go. Thought that sounded pretty cool. You guys can definitely hear the rain droplets there. So it was at this point just trying to just keep hitting decent shots. I left this one a bit short, and I actually had to put the camera in the cart so it didn't get wet. So I apologize for that. But I actually think this is kind of a cool angle too. So a little bit of a bump and run with my 60-degree wedge, rolling it out. Really good shot here, very good touch. Definitely left myself a really easy chip from that tee shot, so that helped out. Just about a 3, I don't even think this was a 3-footer, probably more like 2.5 feet. Brushed it right in, so that was a good 3 there. So this is definitely reminding me of my high school and college days when we played in pretty much all kinds of weather. So hole 8, par 4, 440 yards, even par. Made as good of a swing as I could, but as you guys know, when things start getting windy and wet, grips start getting slick, you start swinging slower because you start holding on the club more. You can see there I was kind of motioning with my glove hand that the club almost slipped out. And that's another little tip here, actually, that there's something to be said about when you start gripping the club harder because the glove is slick and everything's slick, you swing slower. My advice to you guys, if you want to swing a bit faster, try to grip it as hard, the lightest you possibly can without having the club slip away. That's my grip pressure personally. So definitely give that a shot. You might be surprised at how much harder you're gripping the club than you need to be. So just a little tip there. So got myself to a pretty good spot from there, about 30 feet away over the fringe. Hit a pretty good putt. I got about 3 feet left and brushing this one in for a par. So kind of plodding along right here. Even par through 8. And hole 9, 560 yards, a par 5. Just a horrible drive. I mean, I was terrible. I was really struggling at this point with keeping things dry, and that was my fault. I should have brought more gloves, and I should have managed the conditions a little better. And this is going to be a fun shot. I was just trying to scoot this one up because I really had a terrible lie. Opened up the 4-iron here and just swung as hard as I could to get this thing out of the rough. Because when it's wet, especially when it's wet in high rough, the first thing you guys should be thinking about is elevating the ball. Because if some people don't think about that enough. They just try to hit it hard and get it going forward. What can happen is the ball can just get stuck in the rough and go 2 feet. It happens to even the best players, and it's definitely happened to me a lot. So when I'm trying to get out of that situation, I just open up a longer lofted club and just swing hard. So had about 100 yards left there. Pretty good shot. Left myself probably about 15 feet, 12, 15 feet left to get in at 1 under par. So I believe this is for 68 for the round, this is probably one of the best rounds I've played in a long time. So gave it a good run. Man, I thought this was going in. Really good stroke. So overall, even par 36, I will take that for these conditions and run. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.